Hi guys, Henry from Shore. Today we're going to be looking at something a little bit different. This is the Haydenshapes Loot softboard. So, as you guys will probably know, Hayden Cox, best known for the Hypto Crypto, which is probably, I think it is the world's best-selling surfboard in Future Flex. So Hayden's been doing a lot of different shapes over the years, sort of trying to build on the success on that. And this is the first time he's done another shape which isn't the Hypto in a softboard. So yeah, pretty exciting about this. And it's something a bit different, right? It's not like your standard soft tops. When you think Hayden Cox is a bit of a scientist, he likes to really put some stuff into it. Yeah, it's really got quite a lot going on. Yeah, it's quite cool. So comes in a lot of sizes, comes from a 5 foot all the way up to an 8 foot. I think the 8 foot we're like at 60 litres and the 5 foot we're at 30 litres, but we'll have all the sizes up on the website for you, on the video for you now, so you can have a quick look at that. But really what's different about this board? First, it's the construction. Softboards obviously all made in a similar sort of way, but what's different in this one is the sort of effort and energy that's gone into the stringer. So in here we've got 2 bamboo stringers that run the full length of the board, and they're actually covered in fiberglass. So the idea behind that is that Hayden says, is that it gives you a much more responsive feel through the board later on. Softboards have been known to get a bit weak and a bit like sort of soggy over time, but with this fiberglass infused stringer, it just keeps that rigidity. If you think, wrapping anything in fiberglass gets it really, really stiff, so it means that you should get that continued length out of the board. The core is a waterproof EPS core, and then you've got obviously a slick on the bottom, and then on the deck you've got like a React mesh. It's like a mesh they put in over the top, so that means that it's just a lot more, if you're standing up on it a lot, throwing it around, it's going to last a lot longer. You shouldn't get any deck caving. And then like a really weird, interesting sort of like grip pattern. You still wax the board lightly, but it gives you sort of a bit of grip when you're just surfing the board, so you don't have to put a full layer of wax all over this, just a little bit to give you the grip. So the Loot itself shape. Quite an interesting shape. I mean, when you first look at it, it looks like those sort of original single fins from back in the day. Obviously comes in such a variety of sizes. So at 5 foot, it's going to be a very different board to an 8 foot. But there's something for everybody here, we think. So this is a 6 foot version, and we've got a 6.6 here in the other color. Really, if you look how far the wide point is, so first of all, where your chest is, where all your weight is going to be right up the front here, so you're going to get a nice lot of glide when you're paddling into the wave, and then it really pulls in at the tail. So unlike some other softboards which sort of keep basically are just big squares, this really does taper back in at the tail, which should mean certainly in the smaller sizes you should be able to get a really nice gliding bottom turn and off the top. It's not going to be too radical, you're not going to be really retching this up to sort of 12 o'clock, but if you just want to cruise down the line and sort of put a big turn in and sort of a bit more of a slash, this is the board for that, I suppose. And with Hayden you're going to get a board that does perform. Thickness, he is a thick boy, lots and lots of volume all the way through that, so don't worry about not being able to catch any waves. And still a bit of rocker, a little bit of nose rocker, a little bit of tail rocker, but generally quite flat, which is sort of the way that softboards go. Rails, we do actually have some rails on this, so where the slick meets the foam, you are actually getting some sort of chiseled rail here. Maybe, I'd say as good as you can get on a softboard. Certainly going to give you some sort of grip and hold and that push back when you do to make that bottom turn. Fins, they're Futures boxes, and it comes with fins as well, so basically ready to go straight out of the box. Hayden's been saying on the bigger boards he's been using like keel fins, but I think it's one of those things, get in the water with the fins that are included, see how you get on, and yeah, should hopefully have a good time. The fins are sort of flexible but still quite stiff, so they're sort of safety fins but with a bit more stiffness in them. They're not completely flappy, so it should give you a bit of hold and drive off the bottom. Now, who's this board for? Right, probably if you're a really good surfer, you want something that's going to be, get you going in the smaller days, then you could ride this pretty small. The volume's definitely there, so yeah, for messing around in the smaller days, getting your friends out with you, certainly something there. For the guy or the girl who's coming down maybe off like beginner level, you're still going to have fun on this, certainly in those bigger sizes, that 7 foot plus range, the 6.6 plus. There's so much volume in this board. You will be able to stand up really early, you'll be able to sort of trim and glide down the line, and yeah, just get loads and loads of fun, have loads of waves. Comes in 2 different colours, as I mentioned. So this is the black. I would suggest keeping this out of the sun. Just with any blackboard, looks wicked, but you just don't want to leave it in the sun too much. Or in the blue here, which is a really nice colour, with a sort of a lighter blue slick on that one, but looks really, really smart. This is the 6.6, so a little bit of a bigger one, but as you can see, a little bit of rocker on there, and just overall a really nice board. So yeah, these are available in stock now. They are new, they haven't been around very long, and we are already selling quite a few, so definitely check them out. Prices are really keen as well, you know, for the money they are spot on. You do have to consider, it's worth saying one little thing on the boards, that they are soft boards. You know, Hayden is known for producing like the top quality boards, and if you pick up a hip toe, it is like millimeter perfect, right? These are soft boards. You just can't get to that same level of, you know, refinement in this manufacturing technique. So just bear that in mind. You know, it isn't a absolutely stunning top end product. It is meant for like the general masses to have fun on. So just remember that when you get one. But overall, like fantastic quality, fantastic price. And if you want to sort of walk down the beach with something that everyone's going to be like, oh, is that a soft hip Hayden? I think this is definitely the board for that. As I said, comes in lots of different sizes, so do give us a shout. We are actually real people. We do surf these boards, although it's been a bit of a flat spell recently. So as soon as we get some waves, we'll be back in. You can jump on our website, which is shore.co.uk. You find the boards on there, or alternatively, you can drop us an email, give us a phone call, or ideally come down to our shop. So we have the full range in store at the moment. Our store's only sort of 50 meters from the beach, so you can come down. If there's waves, you can get straight out, which is great. Or if you are on YouTube, just drop us a comment. You know, I get that this is a board that not many people have seen yet. Pretty new, pretty exciting, and I think we'll be seeing a lot more of them sort of around the globe, really. But yeah, we're sort of one of the first, it seems, to have them, which is fantastic. So yeah, drop us a comment on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, that's the Haydenshapes Loop Softboard available here at Surfboard.